A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Bandtastic. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to basically take it a little step further and go with a little more recent history. So I guess with this in mind, what we're going to do for this exact occasion, for number 2119, is talk a bit about a more recent group called Lovely the Band. Yes, that is in fact their name. And if you can't already tell, there's a couple of things I will indeed want to point out that makes these guys unique. First of all, their consistent usage of all lowercase letters. Unlike practically everybody else, they always put capital letters at the beginning of every word that's within the title, and not to mention capital words at the beginning of all the words that are within the band's title as well. But these guys have all lowercase letters, both in the band's title and in the song's title, as well as album titles and whatnot. So, if that already doesn't give away the special uniqueness that's within this group's favor, then well, it probably gets better from here. Lovely the Band. Just let that sink in for a moment. Lovely the Band. Could you ever make any kind of sense out of this? Well, when you really get down to it, other such names relating to rock, like Bare Naked Ladies, All American Rejects, Death Cab for Cutie, Smashing Pumpkins, Arctic Monkeys, Dinosaur Jr., Filter. Oh boy. I mean, names in rock bands are ridiculous. Some of the craziest you could ever possibly come up with. You would never want to be sane to just come up with a name for your own band. But anyways, though, these guys are actually a bit more on the softer side of things. It's not just relative to soft rock or indie, but it's actually more of a combination of other genres like pop and even the usage. I don't know if you want to let this sink in, but EDM. Yeah. It does seem that they really want to try to modernize it so much that the rock element from their band is practically non-existent in most ways. So far, they have made a few albums, with their first big success being in 2017 with Everything I Could Never Say. And then the year afterward, we have Finding It Hard to Smile. Both of these albums have some pretty good significance, by all means, and they do have some pretty big success with songs like Coachella, These Are My Friends, and of course, Broken. But I feel like that above all that, they really do have a pretty unique place in the modern variation of music. But I feel like that before I do anything else here, relevance to describing the band itself, there is one con that I pretty much have to address, in the same way that I would address to practically all new music nowadays. The sound quality. What happened? Why does it sound like something you'd hear from the 1940s? Like, is this really on purpose? Are they intentionally trying to drag us back to a certain period where sound quality sucked 24/7? But that was back then where they couldn't help it. We didn't have the tech to pull off what we have nowadays. But it does seem nowadays it's actually even worse than the 40s. Like, I'm talking pre-1850s or something like that. Like, when the first ever phonograph was invented. Oh boy. Like, where do I even go from here? Oh man. That's really what is a problem. Not just with these guys, but also with so much other music. Like, in the year 2023, you'd expect a song to sound good. It's a quality product. That's what we expect from anything at this point. But it's got to sound like it was made with an extremely cheap sound system. Recording studios that were definite knockoffs by any means. Nothing but that. I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. I've made some good things, some bad things, but that's pretty much what it is. Honesty does in fact have to involve some moments in life. But at this point, not much else to iterate here. So I'll see you once again on HJN Season 3 with another band that I will be talking about here on Bandtastic.